Tanya. I've been doing this. I'm in this profession since a very, very long time. I'm a consultant by profession, and I'm a teacher also. I've been teaching this art also for a very long time, but I've been a consultant more than a teacher because I believe that before I teach anyone, I should be somewhere there or eligible to teach you guys. And I think after practicing for many, many years, I think I'm there where I can like tell you with examples of how this works and why this doesn't work. And as many of you know me, I don't belong to any particular set or lineage. I have many masters. I'm very thankful to the universe for blessing me with many masters. And I try to learn from them and adapt into my own experience because you all know that I have done Vedic astrology, I have done Vastu Shastra, and I've done Feng Shui, many, many different modalities. So I try to combine all of them and see which works, which doesn't work. And on my journey, I kind of learned many tips and tricks so that I can make it easier. But let's come back to the point we are here for. Um, Okay. Yeah, that's about it. Today we are here to talk about basically the Crimson Horse. There's a lot of fear already. I think Dato mentioned it in some of his I don't know which sessions. He has so many sessions that keep on coming up. I think he mentioned in one of those. Since then, I've been getting all these messages saying about asking me about the goat tribulations and the Crimson Horse that is coming up next year and the year after. So I want to go a little bit about that and speak about that and maybe take out some of the fears that are surrounding that. And then I want to talk about how you can make yourself placed this year. Because as I have been saying since so many months, and I've done this in my uh, 2025 webinar also, where this year is the most crucial year. 2024 Dragon was the beginning of the transformation, but this year is much more crucial because it's like a snake, and a snake always sheds its skin, right? Like it completely changes its skin. So this year is that transformational year. So you need to place yourself in the upper level so that you're not pulled down. That's why we all are like, since almost last year, we have been like, okay, do it, do this, do that. This is the year of transformation. You need to make that change. You need to make that shift so that you're on that next level rather than something is pulling you down, right? So that's why this year, more than last year, this year is much more crucial on many, many levels that we see. And March month is again one more crucial month um, because planetary interactions, there are so many things going on because there is like a lunar eclipse, there is a solar eclipse, there are like the planetary alignment, there is Mercury retrograde going on, then is Venus retrograde going on. Uh, just you name it, there's so many things going on. So it's like a complete chaos of this month, right? So it's very, very crucial that you place yourself in that uh, place where you are a winner and you're thriving. That's why I hosted this free webinar, because I was like, okay, no, I want all my followers, my students to know where to place them to make them winners. I have these classes coming up. You can join those classes, but at least if you are unable to join those classes, please try to follow whatever I post monthly. And sometimes I do these free webinars. So try to come there and attend those, because I will be giving tips on where you need to be placed for the month or the year. So to help you grow from this particular wherever you are to that next level. Yeah, it's very crucial. And in this session, I have programmed it that way that we are going to talk about the fears that are coming up in 2026, 2027. Mostly I'm focusing on 2026 because let's talk about 1 year at a time, right? And then I'm going to tell you what's happening in the 2025 flying stars and what's coming in the 2026 flying stars, because nothing is fixed right now, because it needs to be a transformation. You need to move from here to there, how you're going to move, how you're going to place, what you're going to do, what is your strategy. All those things play an important role. So if you want, start taking notes, because there's going to be a lot of information. Yeah. So any questions till now, or am I going too fast? I hope I'm not going too fast. All right. Okay, so I've been talking about the Crimson Horse, right? So let's start from bringing and talking about this particular thing called Crimson Horse. 2026 is called Crimson Horse because, but what is Crimson Horse, right? It's basically a powerful astrological phenomena in the Chinese metaphysical system, occurring when the heavenly stem, let me go to the next slide. Yeah, if you can see here, right, there is the upper stem, we have Bing, the heavenly stem, we have the Bing, which is also yang fire, and it meets with the earthly branch Wu horse, right? It is also full of fire. This creates high energy, fast moving, and transformative force, right? That has been associated with, if I look at it in the history, like there have been a lot of shifts, a lot of breakthroughs, and sometimes upheaval also. That's why maybe Dato has mentioned it, because this is the energy that is coming up. He wants to give you a hint so that you can be prepared. Yeah. I think someone else was also talking about this Crimson Horse. I don't remember who it was, but I think after Dato's thing, many messages have started pouring in. Okay. So basically what happens? So the heavenly stem is yang fire first, right? And this Bing, basically what is Bing fire? It's basically sun, right? It's like it brings brightness, it's visibility, passion, power. It can create bold leaders and visionaries. It basically brings rapid changes. It's like shines bright, right? Like a blazing sun. It also can be relentless, overwhelming, and even destructive if it is not managed wisely. Okay. And when I talk about the earthly branch, it's basically like speed, right? Like a horse, it runs very fast, right? And it also represents freedom, movement. The horse is one of the most um, dynamic and energetic signs in all the 12 zodiac signs. It represents independence, travel. Basically, you also see sky horse, travel horse, all those, right? Innovation, unpredictability. And the horse, the thing with the horse is it does not like to be controlled, right? Because it moves so fast and follows its own path. Yeah, controlling a horse is like very difficult. You can't control sun, you can't control a horse. And these two things are kind of coming together next year. So when these two things are coming together, it's called like the Bing Wu, that is the pillar, right? It's like a wildfire on the move. If you can see this slide, it's like there's a lot of fire, right? There are, see, every time anything happens, there is good and bad, right? I always tell yin and yang, nothing goes just one way, all good or all bad. It never does that. Okay. It basically represents, it supercharges the energy, right? Basically, the combination creates a year of acceleration. It's a year of transformation. It's a year of major global events, right? It can also bring breakthroughs, revolutions, um, then financial booms, but it also brings a lot of instability. It brings a lot of impulsive nature. It brings like actions, impulsive actions. You just want to do it, you go do it kind of a thing, right? So why are we focusing so much on this? We can like always tell what's happening with mm, we can always tell what happening or what's going to happen when we look at what happened previously in the years. Okay, so if I look up, everyone can do that. You can always, like, after this webinar is over, just Google it up. What happened when the previous Big Wu here was here? What were the global events that has occurred for everyone to be a little scared or little skeptical and bring your A game in? Was because if I look at the previous one, it was 1966. Okay. In 1966, there was China's revolution, right? It's a cultural revolution that happened. That was very painful because whenever there is a revolution, there's a lot of bad that is happening. I don't want to get into the details of it. But see, in US also there was a lot of revolution happening. It was there was a lot of upheaval and inequality. The Martin Luther King thing happened, but this revolution has also brought a lot of positive changes too, right? So whenever there is a revolution, the outcome of it, when it's happening, there is a lot of chaos, right? Whenever there is a transformation, there is a lot of chaos. But when that chaos is over, it brings something new. It brings something good also into the world or for the future generations, right? And the positive change that particular revolution in United States brought equality, right? It brought rights to women. It brought rights to many people of black descent, right? African descent people. They got a lot of rights for themselves. So there was a lot of equality that has come up due to this particular revolution. Even in Chinese cultural revolution, there was a lot of good that has come out of it. A lot of bad has happened at the time of the revolution, even in United States, but a lot of good has come out of it. So rather than us focusing on what bad has happened, we can always focus on what good is going to come. See, for our kids or our now my kids are old, so in a couple of years I can hope I can see my grandkids. So like for those future generations, right? So just don't put your focus on the negative aspect of it. The Crimson Horse is coming. I am trying to be there, not just me. There's so many masters out there who are trying to help all of you to be prepared so that you can ride this easily, so that you can see the good that is coming out of it. Because whenever there is a transformation, whenever there is a change, there is a lot of chaos, right? If I'm looking through Baza angle, I can see that. If I'm looking through Vedic astrology, I'm seeing that. Especially the beginning of all this transformation is starting this particular month. That's why even in my monthly newsletter that I put, I generally don't put much about, or I don't try to scare people, because that is not my way of looking at things. But I wanted everyone to be prepared and watchful and place themselves in good positions in the house or office so that they can ride the wave. All right. Okay, I'm deviating again. All right. And if I look at the other previous year when this was there was 1906. Okay, in 1906, what has happened? There was a lot of global unrest. I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on, we had aviation breakthroughs at that time. Now we are flying from one place to another like that. Like we are meeting it's become like the whole world has become small. This globe has become really small because we are able to travel from one place to another place easily, right? And meet up with our family members. I'm in United States. My parents are in India, but I go there, I can visit them, right? So that has become possible because of the aviation breakthrough that has happened in 1906. right? And if I look back one more year, it was in 1846. Okay, at that time there was yes, Mexican-American War, kind of an industrial. There was that Mexican-American War happening, but there was also a lot of industrial revolutions that were happening. Okay, one more, if I want to go back, it is like 1785 or 86, something like that. And at that time, there was a French Revolution that has happened, right? I don't know why, because my face is there, so I keep on looking that side. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, French Revolution has happened at that point of the time. So these are all the things you can see that bad has happened, but bought something good. So let's put our energy and focus on seeing what's coming, what's good is coming, right? Rather than seeing on, okay, there's a lot of chaos. Okay, all these radical shifts that have happened always brings new beginnings. Okay, so yin and yang, bad, good, always go hand in hand, right? So that's why, right? Whenever we people see their clash year coming, for example, this year it's the year of snake, Yeezy, right? And people who have their animal sign as pig animal sign, they are like worried, oh my God, it's my clash year. What's gonna happen? I'm like, nothing's gonna happen. Maybe because pig animal sign is basically traveling sign, right? So you might be traveling quite a bit. You might be moving quite a bit, or you might be doing something with an online presence quite a bit. There is going to be a shift. A shift doesn't mean always bad. A shift means something changed. See, whenever a person is, when will a person grow? When he can see something new, something different, right? Then only a person will grow. If you're doing the same old mundane things day in, day out, you're not growing. Unless a person is growing, then where is the development coming from, right? So we need to grow. These clashes, whenever they are happening, they are like giving you that force. Come on, wake up. You need to move, right? You need to change. You need to bring something new, something fresh into your life. That kind of gives you a new zeal to do things. Clash is never a bad thing. It brings, because you are not doing the change, you're not bringing the change. So whenever something forceful happens, we don't like it. Humans, we hate it if someone forces us, right? Like a horse doesn't like if there are barriers on it. Like that, humans don't like it if someone is trying to make us do things that we don't like, we are not comfortable with. But what if you are bringing that change? What if you are growing? What if you're doing something different? Because pig is a traveling sign. Why don't you bring the traveling into your life? Then the life becomes easier because you are the one who's in control, right? So many people get afraid with when they look at their baza chart, if something's going on, it's not proper. For example, if I can give you the example that if I look at my baza chart, according to my day master pillar, if I look at it, I can make wealth, but I cannot retain wealth. All right. But look at me, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great by God's grace. I'm making quite a bit of money. So yeah, there is something I've been born with, right? I cannot change that. But what I can change, what I do, what are the actions I can take to change whatever is there in my destiny? That's where the baza part comes in, right? So I place myself strategically because I know all these arts. I know where I need to place every month. I know which direction to look so that I can manifest what I want. So these are the things I do to change what I have been born with, right? So don't be hung-ho on the destiny that you're born with. The destiny is like a blueprint, but you can change that blueprint. Nobody is that what you're born with. You can change it. But if you want to be just like what your destiny is and you don't want to change, then it's waste even attending my webinar, but you want that change. You are attending my webinar because you want that change. You want to go to that next level. You want to be successful in life, whether it's relationship, whether it's wealth or whatever it is, right? You want to be successful. So that's why you are here. So that's what I'm going to teach you. So don't be hungo on your baza and your four pillars. Try to change. See what is your good in your baza and see where you can bring that change. And Feng Shui helps you quite a bit. What I do is I look at baza where the drawbacks are, and if I see some clashes coming or something that is going to affect my life, I strategically try to place myself in the good sectors of, I look at the Feng Shui flying stars in the good sectors, and I do take actions according to Chi. So I kind of like mix so many branches. Yes. Now, what's coming in, we have seen what has happened in the previous Crimson Horse years. Now, excuse me. Now let's see what we can expect in 2026, right? So in 2026, we can expect there is going to be a lot of fast global changes, whether it's political, economic, or even technological revolutions. AI has already changed quite a bit of the way we do things, and it has impacted quite a few people's jobs and all those things, but you have not seen the complete picture yet. It is changing so much, and by next year, it is going to be dramatically changed. Okay, so those kind of changes are going to come, and they're going to be very, very rapid like that. Period 9 itself is like very fast. It's fiery, it's very fast. On top of that, in period 9, we have a Bengu pillar. So what do we expect? It is going to be like a bullet train, right? And the markets are going to be extremely volatile. Next year, it is already, see, anything doesn't happen like that. It happens like a constant this. We can see that already the market inflation is quite a bit. The stock market is going up and down. But this inflation is going to be quite high next year. So we are suspecting that the stock market is not going to see a good time next year, but the fortunes are made when you see this much of volatility. Yeah. And the remote work again is going to come back a little bit, because people are just like too fast for you to like do anything. Everything is online, quick, quick, quick. Everyone wants results, quick, 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 right? And very, very many new industries are going to emerge. Travel industry is going to be on a rise. Basically, people want, because they are like burning out with so much of sun and the bingu, the exhaustion and the burning out is going to be quite hectic, quite a bit. So people want to relax. So travel is going to be there. And people want a flexible lifestyle. So that revolution will also be there, because people want a flexible lifestyle. They can't take it anymore. But at the same time, because the job market is not going to be that great next year, there is going to be a lot of clash due to that. Okay. Natural disasters and climate events every year. This is a normal occurrence. You have either fire or earthquake or something happening. So those kind of shifts are going to be quite a bit, but it's mostly going to be economical and political revolutions that are going to be quite a bit high. Okay. The fire-related disasters are going to be there quite a bit, but it's what affects us more is more of economic instability, and political instability is going to be quite high, right? So how do we prepare for these Crimson Horse years? That's what I've been telling you, right? Because this is going to be intense. It is going to be fast. It is going to be relentless, right? So you need to strengthen your mindset. You need to be adaptable, be open to change. Resistance is going to bring, it's going to be very hard for you if you're going to try to resist the changes that are coming, because they are coming no matter whether you like it or you hate it, the changes are coming. So it's better to be much more adaptable. The adaptability will be tested this year. If you're not adaptable, it is going to be very hard for you this year. So bring that adaptability mindset from this year, especially this month on, and then try to learn. Learning is always good, growing is always good, but at the same time, try to be decisive, right? Make decisive choice. Don't be on a limbo, like maybe I'll do that, maybe I won't do that. Don't be on a limbo. Whatever you like, do it now. Those kind of decisive actions are very much important, because if you don't take that decision now, someone else will, right? So because it is so fast, you thought of the idea, the other person has already introduced that idea. So be quick, be decisive about whatever you're doing, right? And you need to stay calm in uncertainty, because the big opportunities can be grabbed by those people who can spot them. And when can you spot them? When you're calm, right? So you need to manage your finances and invest wisely. That is one thing. Cash is key. Keep your cash aside for a rainy day, at least 2 to 3 months of paycheck. Keep it aside, because it's better to have that. And especially in 2025 and 2026, uh, you will see fast gains, but you will see fast losses too. So understand the markets. If you're into stock market, understand the markets properly. Know when you need to pull out. Okay, because stock market is all about timing. You need to understand when you need to get in. You need to understand when you need to pull out. Okay, and don't do impulsive spending and risky financial decisions. Just because I said, oh, Tanya told me to be quick and decisive, just don't go and invest like that. First, read about it. You need to be decisive and firm, but not blind, right? So make your choices properly, but control your emotional spending and impulsive spending, because you need that money, right? And keep your funds aside, and don't keep all your eggs in one basket. Diversify, because stock market is going to be very this thing. So please diversify, right? And using Feng Shui, you can harness the good energy. That's why this year I have bought my Feng Shui mastery class, where you can like master the art for yourself, for your family, your friends, and it can be your side gig too. The main reason I bought this up this year, because this is huge commitment. I don't like to have like a 3 or 4 day class and tell that, oh, you're a Feng Shui master, go practice. No, this one, because I like to teach from basics to the mastery, it is going to be like a 4 month, 5 month, even 6 month. I myself don't know how long I'm going to keep this going, until I see that all my students who have enrolled are in a stage where they can like take on cases and help others. So it's going to be somewhere around at least 4 to 6 months of duration of that particular course. There's going to be homework. There is going to be a lot of practicals also, because I want my students to be perfect at what they're doing, and not just like learning few tits and bits here and there and thinking that they're masters and making some blunders. Okay. All right. So should we focus on, do you need any break or anything, or are you good? Good. All right. So don't worry about Crimson Horse. It's, as I said, focus on the good, strategically place yourself where you need to, because I'm going to give you tips on what to do. And if possible, try to attend my, if you can't afford my Flying Stars Mastery class, at least try to attend the 7-star robbery class, because I'm going to teach you the formula, not just the formula, how to apply. And all my students in my 7-star robbery class, please bring your floor plans, because we are going to discuss each one of your floor plans and whether you can use these, because there's not just one formation that you can use. There are like 3 or 4 formations that you can use to work on that. I'm going to talk about that class a little bit later. But if you are not able to attend my Feng Shui Mastery class, do attend my 7-star robbery class. It's very, very important this year. And I'm teaching that ahead of my Feng Shui Mastery class, because the good date that is coming is very, very close. I'll get back to that later on. All right, so don't fear Crimson Horse. You are going to ride fine. I'm going to help you wherever I can. If you have any doubts, as always, you can always message me, and I will try to help you as much as I can. All right. But one thing, don't resist change. All right. This needs to be your mantra from now on. Don't resist change. Adaptability is the key, and keep your eggs diversified and keep some savings aside. All right. All right. So let's go to the next slide. This slide is there on my Facebook page also, but the way I'm going to tell you is going to be a little different, because I'm going to add in the 2025 and the 2026 layer into it. All right. So South, let's start from the South. We have 6 white there, right? I have an advanced question. Can we continue with the fire activation salt lamp in the South in March, since 5 stars in the South? Thank you. What do you want to ask about that? I did not understand, Jay. Are you trying to ask me whether you should continue that salt lamp? If that is the question, see, if you have already started that last month, you can continue that. Sun star activation, yeah, if you have started that in the month of February, yes, you can continue that for the whole year, but do not start anything this month. Okay, like for example, if you're doing fire activation like candles and all, and if a candle has burned out, you need to burn another candle, right? Do not do those. If you have turned on the sound lamp at that point of the time, it can continue, right? If you're skeptical, you can turn it off too. There is nothing to worry about. But if it is turned on in February, it can be continued for the whole year. But if you're afraid, turn it off. You can turn it on again in the month of April, because we have a combo 10 coming, because the star 4 will be going there, and star 6 and star 4, amazing combination. It's a combo 10. So you can see these things. If you do it again monthly, it is like, see, how do I put this? Natal stars are the energy that is of your home. It is like a long term, right? Annual stars bring in that quick change, okay? Monthly stars are much quicker. Day stars are also much quicker. That's why we try to use purple white, because natal stars very long term, yearly annual stars are like good in speed, but purple, white, and the daily or the monthly stars are quick, right? Someone calls me and tells me that, hey, Tanya, I don't have time to wait. I need the results now. Then we go into purple, white, okay? Because purple, white will give you the results very, very quick. It's a different formula, but that gives you quick results. Purple white is covered in my Feng Shui Mastery class, but that gives quick results very, very fast, but it's also short-lived. Good and bad, right? Yin and yang. Purple white and monthly stars are short-lived. Annual stars, natal stars are long-lived. Okay. Now get back. Yes, we have 6 white in the south sector, and south belongs to, if I look at the Lushu number, south belongs to number 9, right? The Lee trigram, number 9, and 6 and 9 forms something called a combo 15. All right, combo 5, combo 10, combo 15, they give you 3 different results. Combo 15 will give you the results for the family dynamics and the wealth potential. Okay, combo 10 is more of a wealth potential. You learn this if you do Dagwa. Combo 10 gives you more of a wealth potential, right? And combo 5 is more of relationship or personal matters. It handles that. Whereas combo 15 will help you with both, all right? With wealth and the personal matters, the relationship aspect of it, all right? And this sector basically also has connection to star 6, okay? Why I'm saying star 6, how does star 6 come? Because according to Loshu, it's star 9. And this year it is star 6, but I'm not talking about annual 6. Okay, I'm talking about another star 6 that actually has a connection to south also. But that I will speak about it in detail in my 7-star robbery class, and why that 6 plays a very crucial role in robbing the wealth. Okay, that's very, how do I put it? Very interesting. Okay, yeah, okay. Basically, okay, do I want to tell? I'll tell you one statement. Generally, very few houses can activate this formula of 7-star robbery formula or a formation till now, because it was not conducive for everyone to do it. There were a lot of requirements, but this year, you can, every household can tap into it. We will discuss that. Okay. Yeah, what was I saying? Sorry. Yeah, south sector. So in 2025, south sector belongs to horse. It belongs to Ligua, star 9. And this year we have purple white, 6 white star. There, this brings 6 white generally brings in authority. It brings in divine help. It brings in career success. It brings in like windfall gains. It also brings in healing. Okay. And this sector also belongs to the sun nobleman. This year we have sun star there, which is a nobleman. We activate 4 nobles every year, right? And that particular sun nobleman belongs to south 2 sector. So south is amazing sector. On top of that, we have peach blossom star. Okay, peach blossom is like a humongous attraction star, right? Whether you're in a business or you're looking for a relationship, or you're basically trying to connect with others, you lack friends or colleagues or connections, where you are trying to see this time currently the employment is very, very scarce. If for one job, like there are hundreds and thousands of people are applying, for that person, why should an employer look at your chart? Unless there is something extraordinary in your chart, the employer is not interested in you. But this peach blossom star will make your resume much more attractive if you apply or activate this particular peach blossom star, especially because this peach blossom is in the south sector with star 6. This is amazing for people who are in career, because getting that right job becomes much easier when you activate this particular star. So it's not just a nobleman help. It is not just a windfall gain. It is not just attraction for meeting the new love partner. It is not just influencing the masses. It is also for finding the right job. Okay. Or impressing your manager to get that promotion. Right. But fast. So you need to activate this sector. As who was this? Z said, because we have star 5 this month in the March in south sector. So do not activate this month. But if you have already activated, it's amazing, but you have not activated it yet, April is the month to do so. All right. But what happens in fast forwarding to the next year, the Crimson Horse year, the Bing Wu year, 2026 year, we have star 5 entering there. Boom. Right? If you belong to the horse zodiac sign, if your Gua number is 9, if your Gua number is 6, also to some certain extent, okay, these things, the star 5 will affect you, okay, but you can place yourself strategically in a different location to make uh, yourself good, because I'm Ligua. All right. So am I afraid that star 5 is going to come into my sector next year? No, I'm not. Because I'm going to place myself strategically in a location where I can benefit from it. Because star 5 is what? It is like a king. All right. So I will have that power of influencing others as a kingly nature. But will I activate that sector? No. I will not activate the South next year, but that is the quality that I will have, right? So I'm going to use that quality and strategically place myself in a sector that is good to benefit myself. That's how you use it. Knowledge is power, right? So what do we do? In 2025 is my golden year because I have so much good happening in my sector. So I can establish power, I can establish leadership, momentum. People all who are occupying this sector or whose bedroom or main door is the south sector or who belong to Ligua, Gua number 9, or you have horse animal sign. It's mostly in the year and month pillar because it is mostly external. So don't look at it when the opportunities, these kind of things I'm talking about, mostly your year pillar, your month pillar, and up to some extent your annual luck pillar, sorry, 10-year luck pillar, but not your month, day pillar. Okay, because this is external, right? So you can use this sector for business growth. You can use this sector for career growth. You can use this for making major life transformative decisions. So because it's a culmination of star 6, star 9. All right. It makes a combo 15, whether whatever decisions you want to make, this is the sector you have to go to make that particular decision. Great for influencing if you're into social media, great for trying to dissolve any problems, especially for men. It is amazing because this is a sun nobleman mostly, or if you have issues that are created by men or they are mostly masculine in nature, whatever the problems you have are in masculine in nature, this sector will help you resolve those particular issues. So amazing, amazing sector. So try to activate it if you have not, but not this month, next month. All right. And next year, see, I'm also giving you the tips for next year. Next year, remove any active energies that you have in this particular sector, and try to not do any major renovations or those kind of things in this particular sector, and place the strong metal cure. Generally, I recommend up to 60 pounds of metal in this particular sector. All right. Confusion? Understood? Any questions? All right. Looks like
Ow!
looks like you understood. All right. Let's go to the next sector. All right. From south, we are jumping to southwest. If garage is attached, do we include, if the roof is joined and the roof is included, yes, then garage is part of your home. Southwest. Uh, we have 8 star. This year, the star that is going to Southwest is star 8. Star 8, even though it is a declining wealth star, but it still has a lot and lot of potential because we have just entered period 9. And 8 white, it's a prosperity star. It's basically a wealth star. It's a long-term wealth star. It's also hard working star. You activate this, you get more work. For business, I love work because if I get more work, then only I get more money, right? So work is good. And this is also a sector where we have a combo 10. Why? Because Southwest, according to Lushu, it belongs to star 2, and 2 and 8 forms a combo 10. All right. So an amazing, amazing sector. You can make long-term wealth from this particular sector if you activate it. But keep in mind, you're going to get a lot of work. So if you're willing to do that, then activate this. See, for activation, don't just blindly do the activation just because me or someone else has told you to activate it. Ask the question, is this activation for me? Do I need to do it? Do I need it? Then activate it. Okay. And always, always, always look at your natal stars, please. All right. Okay. Yeah, on top of that, in the southwest sector, we have another nobleman called Moon Nobleman. Moon Nobleman is yin in nature. Sun Nobleman in south is yang in nature. Yin Nobleman is, sorry, Moon Nobleman is in nature, right? What that does mean, it means more feminine in nature. Moon Nobleman, it's great for activating your intuition, your intelligence, your creativity, your communication, and it also assists harboring and improving your relationships. What flying star chart is this for again? See, this year, Melanie, we have star 8 in the southwest. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this I think this one, I think I've kept the wrong one. I'm sorry, this is the wrong one. I have to change it. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
I
This
was
is
like,
the last one, last year one.
yeah, yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
I'm like, wait. Yeah, this is the last year one. Sorry, guys. I'll bring, this is 2024 Flying Star chart. Okay. So just listen to me. Moon star activation is on March 11th. We use active water or still water since 7 star is in Southwest. Active water. I'll tell you why. Okay, first let me tell you about a little bit more about Southwest. Okay, Southwest, we have the Moon Nobleman. It is amazing because if you are into educative field, if you are into creative field, if you are into like, if you're a psychiatric field like helping solving or counseling, if you're into like arts, any of these things or metaphysical nature, because moon nobleman increases our intuition and we metaphysical practitioners work with our intuition quite a bit. So all these things are amazing, right? On top of that, if you can activate a follow the Dagua aspect of it, and there is a relief hexagram. It is almost like in the Southwest 3, but in the first half of Southwest 3, there are like bits of that, right? So in the first half of Southwest 3, there is a relief hexagram. So if you're going through any of the problems or you have accidentally activated something, if you can activate that relief hexagrams, your problems kind of will dissolve, right? So star 8 for annual and star 2 of the Loshu creates a combo 10, great for wealth accumulation. On top of that, I have given the moon star activation on March 11th because star 7 is going there. Even though star 7 has a notorious nature of being called as a robbery star, but it is a great influencer. All right, especially if you are into social media or trying to influence someone, this is a great combination. Star 7 and star 8. On top of that, star 7 and star 2, it forms a Hetu combination, right? 7 and 2 star form a fire combination. So it's a Hetu combination. Fire is what? Fast moving, influencing others, capturing others, attracting others. So amazing, amazing sector. You can activate this with water, not still water, moving water. All right. And because we are activating moon nobleman, I would rather activate it with water than fire. All right. So this is going to bring dynamic wealth. Star 8, star 7, and star 2. Amazing formation, going to bring you quick wealth. So do activate it on March 11th. All right. And in 2026, this sector, the star 8 is going to be replaced by star 7. It is still good because you have the Hetu combination going on, but at the same time, because star 8 is not there, keep a watch, like check your door locks, and whenever you go out, especially if you belong to monkey sign, goat sign, or your Gua number is 2, check your belongings whenever you're going out. And yeah, communication, like watch your mouth. Okay. Because the good thing is, see, anything is good and bad, right? For example, every star exerts its great qualities, every star exerts its bad qualities. If star 7 is good, okay, you will be communicating like this. But if star 7 is bad, or it has some bad formations from outside, or poison arrows from outside, or it is not good, there's some wrong elements happening in that particular sector, then it exerts its bad qualities. What are the bad qualities? The bad qualities is maybe someone is trying to rob the opportunities, almost like a rob wealth. Star 7 is almost like a rob wealth if you look at the 10 gods. And it can also bring communication issues. You will say something that you won't like it. All right. So that is the sector, especially with fire, our egos, especially Gua 2 number, their egos will be a little bit heightened. So watch for that. Yes. But still, it's a great sector. You can use it, amazing, because it has a great influencing capabilities this year and next year. So do activate Southwest. All right. And the strategy that you can use for this particular sector, if your main door, your bedroom, or your goat and a monkey sign, or a Gua 2, is make maximize your wealth creation. You need to work more. You need to like make a strategy, make a plan, whatever your field is, right? For example, I'm into the metaphysical field, right? So if Gua 2 is my number, then I would like make plans of how I'm going to improve my business, how I'm going to attract more clients, how I'm going to attract more students into my life. So you need a strategy for any business or career or anything to be successful. You need a strategy, and you need to look at that, like make a note, like see, people have these diaries, right? You need to keep a diary of things that you want to do every day. In the beginning of the year, write what you want to do, and every day, if not every day, every week, go back. Oh, I wanted to do this. What have I done till now? Make a record of that. Okay. What is the progress that you have made? Make a record of that. That will make you do more, right? Oh, I haven't done anything. Oh yeah, I need to do it more. That kind of gives you that push, right? This location is all about working. You will achieve that wealth if you are working. Make that strategy, make that plan, and work, 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 right? And next year, do not put active water in the southwest sector. You can place still water, right? Still water also accumulates chi, but it takes a little bit longer time. Active water is quick. The result is quick. The still water, it accumulates the chi and spreads it, but at a very slow, gentle. Okay. So next year, it's still water.
Okay.
Are flowers still? Uh, See, it depends on how big your vase is, right?
Okay.
Flowers are young energy, but still they are good. Because you're putting it in still water. And it will, if it's your peach blossom sector, I don't think that is, but according to Baza, there are some sectors, then do activate it. All right. So yeah, learn something new, study, work, work, work. That is your mantra if you belong to any of those things, right? Okay, now let's go to the next sector. Maybe I should not keep this slide. it's kind of confusing. Okay, next year belongs, West belongs to star 4 this year, right? And it's basically a green star, it's a wood star, right? This star also, like a moon star, it enhances your learning capabilities. It enhances your scholastic skills. It enhances your creative endeavors. It's also a great peach blossom star. It has a lot of attraction power. All right. On top of that, we have something called a Duke Virtue star. It's an amazing, amazing problem solver star, just like our sun, moon, nobleman. It's almost like a dragon virtue star, but this is also an amazing star to activate. And Duke Virtue is in West 1. Okay, so do activate this sector. It's amazing. And what is this? How do I put this? Whenever, see, what are these problem solver stars? For example, you're going through some problems in your job, or you are making wealth, right? But you're not able to retain it. You make, you spend, right? That's a problem, right? Or you are getting into relationship, but that relationship is not going further, right? Problem, right? Uh, there is a your manager, there is the relationship is not good between you and your manager. He's always trying to pull you down. He's like a energy vampires, we call those kind of a people. Problem, right? So these all are the problems. Okay, so you can solve these problems by activating different problem solver stars, right? If you activate the sun nobleman, it will dissolve big problems, especially created by men. If you if you activate the moon nobleman, it is a problem solver star which reduces the. I think someone's unmuted. Can you please mute yourself when you're not talking? Thank you. And if you activate the moon nobleman, then you're trying to solve the problems created by your creativity. Sometimes what happens is when you're into the creative field, you have a certain lag. Let me just see some that who's someone is I don't know. Can someone please, I don't know who's unmuted. Can you please mute yourself? All right. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so like every particular star, every problem solver has a different way of resolving things. So learn what problem you and try to resolve that particular sector. Okay, yeah, again debating, sorry. West belongs to star 4. We have Duke Virtue in West 1. It is an amazing sector. West, according to Lushu, belongs to 7. And star 4 is a creative sector, so amazing, amazing. And this year, try to the strategy that you use to strengthen this is by learning the market trends. Okay, you invest in skill building. Okay, because next year the star 3, which belongs to the conflict star, is uh, entering into this sector. And star 3 is basically it creates misunderstandings, it creates legal troubles, it creates arguments, especially if it's your family room. It can create arguments between the whole family. If it's your bedroom, it can create trouble between your family members, and it falls somewhere in your main door. Then it can bring legal troubles or arguments from outside. So where does that star 3 fall? That's where these things will happen. But star 3 also gives you courage. So for example, if someone is going through a depression, or they don't lack that courage to ask something. For example, if I don't have the courage to go and ask my boss hey, I've been working in this particular field. I think it's time for me to get that promotion. I don't have that guts to go and ask. I need to go sit in star 3. Immediately, within couple of days, I will see the change. I will just go and ask him, right? Because that's the power star 3 gives. It gives you that courage. Everything is good and bad. Okay, so don't just take star 3. Oh, it brings you legal troubles and misunderstandings. There is so much good that star 3 can also bring. You need to know what to use, how to use. That's what we learn in my class. But every star has this much of good and this much of bad. Even star 8, star 1 also have bad qualities. We always think that, oh, we need to activate star 8, everything good will come. No, every star has good and bad. You need to know what you want. You need to be very clear. Are 3 and 4 wood bad for lung health and viruses? See, for viruses, it is more of the metal nature. Metal element creates more of viruses. It is not the wood star. Okay, the wood star is it's metal that creates more of viruses and infections. It is mostly star 7, notorious for that. Okay, where was I? Yeah, strategy, if you belong to, your Gua belongs to 7, or if you're a rooster animal sign, then this is for you. The strategy for you is, if you're a writer or a student or an artist, occupy this sector, work from this sector. Okay, you will find great ideas. Sometimes writers have these writer's block. That block, especially if you occupy West 1 sector. I found these results on search. Alexa, stop. I'm sorry. um, where was I? Yeah, the writers have this writer's block. Sometimes they are stuck. They don't occupy
Baltrona.
West 1. You will resolve that, right? Is someone trying to ask me something?
Baltrona ite.
Someone is unmuted. Can you please mute yourself? Thank you. Next we go to the northwest sector. Sorry, the slide, I didn't check it properly. All right, next is the northwest sector, and the star that went to the northwest sector is star 3. I just spoke about all the nature of the star 3, right? But star 3 going to the northwest sector is amazing, amazing, amazing. I'll tell you why in my classes, but it is very, very good. Okay, star 3, that we burn it, we use the fire energy to burn it, to burn the argumentative nature,
Massive house.
activate it. Let me see who is this. That's this thing is not working properly. I'm not able to see who this is. All right. Can you please all check your audio and mute yourself so that others are not being disturbed? Thank you. Yeah, so star 3 in the northwest, we are trying to burn it because we are trying to limit the argumentative nature while activating it. Okay, so the reason why, I will speak about it in detail in my upcoming class. But if it is northwest sector and you were afraid that northwest is your main door, or you belong to the dog sign or the pig sign, pig animal sign, don't worry. This is very good. You'll understand why in my upcoming class, but it's amazing. Don't worry. Okay. But in future, in next year, in the Crimson Horse year, in the Bing Wu year, in 2026 year, we have star 2 going there. Star 2 is becoming a wealth star, a future distant wealth star, but still, sorry. Why is this not stopping? Sorry. So many distractions. Okay, setup. Okay. Yeah, star two is becoming a distant wealth star, but still there is a lot of health issues lingering with it. So until I think 2 or 3 more years, we are trying to control it a little bit because it is still not there yet where it is exerting all the good qualities. So it's better to control it, but it is great if you're into the medical field, or if you are into the healing field, if you are into real estate, this sector is still pretty good, right? And then going to what is the strategy that you need to use is, um, because star three is there, try to avoid conflicts. If someone is trying to pick a fight with you, just try to avoid it. Uh, Keep your silence for this moment because it's not worth your time. And bring your A game. See, silence doesn't mean you're on the losing end, right? Silence is also a power. You need to understand when you need to be quiet. You need to understand when you need to speak. Okay, just don't unnecessarily go into arguments, especially if you belong to Goa sex. Okay. And in 2026, try to focus on health, especially if it is your bedroom. Okay. And the next sector that we are focusing is on the north. Okay, the north sector, that the star that is visiting this year is star 7. Uh, because I'm 9, I love star 7 for some reason. Because it is also my wealth star. Okay, so I love star 7. That's why I think I speak good about it. But yeah, uh, according to the Loshu, this belongs to the north, belongs to star 1, right? And these two combination again is, see, the negative aspect of star 1 and star 7 combo is it can bring flirtatious nature, especially people like to flirt more. But in the today's DNA age, I think whatever attraction I can get, I'm going to use it for my work. See, if I can activate the star 1 and star 7, it's going to bring me attraction, whether it's flirtatious nature or whatever it is. I know who I am. I'm going to use that power for attracting my business, right? It's not that I'm going to use that for the flirtatious nature. You know what it is, so use it for what you want. That is the smart thing to do, right? So stars 1 and star 7 brings in that flirtatious, attractive nature, right? You are out there. So how do you use it? Use it for your business, promote your business, right? Any attraction that I can get, anything I can influence, I'm going to influence, right? This is the current DNA age. It's all about how much of presence you have, right? The more presence you use, the more it's going to be of your advantage. So yes, go ahead and activate that star 7. This month we have the Dragon Virtue activation happening, right? I think given it on March 11th only or March 9th, I'm not sure. So do activate that. And many people have like messaged me and asking me, do we activate March 9th? Thank you. Whether it needs to be still water or whether it needs to be active water. You can activate it with either. Okay, but first check your natal stars. If you don't have star 5 or star 2 is okay because that forms a Hetu combination. But if you don't have star 5 in your natal stars, then you can activate it with active water. But active water, you can activate it for 2 weeks. Okay, then turn it off and leave the water still. Okay, this is the strategy. All these things I did not write in my, like I told, like you can activate it with still water because it's easier, so that I'm not complicating things for them. So the way you activate this particular North Dragon Virtue is activate it with active water for 2 weeks, because anything to activate, it takes 2 weeks. So activate it for 2 weeks with water and then turn it off and let the water be there. So it is accumulating the chi. You have activated it. Now it is accumulating the chi to bring in that good energy. Understood? Make sure you don't have star 5 there. Star 2 is okay. No star 5. And then you can activate it. All right. What else? Yeah, in 2026, again, this is going to be a powerhouse of sector because we have star 6 going there, and with a combo of 1 and 6, it's a Hetu combination, especially amazing for people in career because this brings a lot of authority and promotions and a lot of good wealth making opportunities. So amazing, amazing, amazing. I am telling you to activate. See, pick one sector you want and activate that sector, but activate with water this year. Even I think, if I'm sure or not sure, I've not attended Dato's session this year, so I don't know. But if I know Dato, he might also be telling to activate almost every sector with water. Generally, all of us, we follow something called direct spirit and indirect spirit. So certain sectors we don't activate with water, right? For example, we don't activate west with water. We don't activate northwest with water. But if I am right, uh, whoever has attended might know, he also might have told everyone to activate the sectors with water more, almost every sector, if not. Uh, Maybe leave out south, but maybe even south too. The reason being because we have so much of fire happening, we need water in the house to balance it out. So water activation is utmost important for. Alejandra, can you please mute yourself? Okay. So the reason is because the fire is so much high, we need water to balance, especially in the coming next 2 years. This year, next year, and 2027, the fire is going to be very, very high. So we need water to balance. So pick one sector, whichever one you want. I'm telling you all the sectors what these are bringing, but have the water activation somewhere. It's a must for you to balance it out. You want to activate north, go activate west if you want, go activate southwest if you want, east, no active water, still water you can activate. Even south, you can activate with water, but not for a very long term, short terms. Okay, because south is completely into that wrong location. Okay, but still you can activate south with water because star 6 is going there. Okay. What else? I think, did I tell you the strategy for North? Don't waste this year. If you are into, especially into social media, try to use the North sector more. This year, there are so many places where people who are into social media or influencers to use to make the maximum out of it. North is also one of them. Okay. Then coming to Northeast. Northeast, this year we have 5 yellow visiting, and this kind of brings no water in west. Yes, you can place water in west. The only thing is, because it falls into the direct indirect principle, you can place water inside, not outside. Okay. In west, especially in west 2 and west 3, no water outside. The water can be inside in a bucket or something. Plant in water in west. Yes, you can put that. What was I saying? Yeah, I was speaking about Northeast. Yeah, Northeast, we have 5-star. It's very hard to handle. See, 5 is what? 5 belongs to Saturn. Okay, if I'm looking at the planetary these things. And Saturn is such a planet where he requires you to be very, 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 very disciplined. And if you do one thing from here to there, he will not allow it. He's going to punish you. So that's why we are very afraid of activating the 5 yellow, because he's like the king, and on top of it, he's the Saturn, where he's very, very big discipline. If you're doing anything wrong, he'll not accept it. So we try to keep the sector very calm, very low, right? Because at the current DNA age, we cannot bow down to everyone, right? We nowadays are not even bowing down to our husbands, forget it. Those are the old age, right? In those days, women used to listen to their husbands. Now we all are equals, right? So where is the thing that we are bowing down to the kings and listening? Star 5 is that. We cannot do that, right? So that's why we try to keep the sector calm, right? So if your Gua number belongs to Gua 8, or you belong to sign Ox and Tiger, then this particular 5 LO is affecting you. But Gua 8 can handle 5 because they both are earth element. Ox also can some extent handle 5, and Tiger also can handle 5. Do you know why? Because Tiger belongs to the wood sector, and wood controls the earth. So Ox can handle, Tiger can handle, and even Gua 8 can handle. And Gua 3 and Gua 4, you all can handle star 5 at any point of the time. All right, extra information. All right, so for 2025, do not activate this sector. Keep it as low key as possible. And what Gua cannot handle 5? Thank you. One. One gets very irritated in 5. It cannot handle 5 that easily. Where was I? Yeah, keep the sector very quiet, as calm as you can, and place metal elements up to 60 pounds. Some masters say salt cure also. I mostly use metal because I feel like it's easier, it can drain much quicker. The problem with salt cure is I'm not against it, or nor I like, if you want to use salt cure, go ahead. The salt cure is, the problem is the maintenance. It's not easy to maintain a salt cure, especially I cannot use salt cures in any offices or restaurants or businesses. I cannot use it, or where there are small kids, because they are always roaming, and if you touch it and something falls, you need to completely change it out. And the salt, if there is a lot of negative energy, there is a lot of salt buildup on the out. So it's easier to use metal, 60 pounds of metal, and that works much. I feel like that works much better than salt water cure, because salt is absorbing all the negative energy, and that negative energy is still there, even though it's dissolving there, but still it's there. So if you disturb it, it gets disturbed. So you need to keep that very quiet, very separate. So it's not easy to handle it. That's why I suggest for metal cure rather than salt water cure. This question has come up so many times, so I wanted to explain about that. Some said 3 bamboo in water in square green vase for 5. 3 bamboo I use for star 7, not for star 5, because one thing is star 1 water and 5 earth, they cannot handle each other that well. They both get very irritated. So I would rather not use water, uh, anything of water in star 5. And on top of that, if you are putting any bamboo plant, it is directly controlling the earth. The earth will get very irritated. You need to control it at a softer note. If you are trying to irritate the earth, it will cause bad effects. So never irritate any element, right? You need to control it, but not irritate it. Any of the elements, never irritate it. Try to control it, or uh, activate it, but never irritate it. Wood will irritate the earth because it tries to control the earth. Understood the, yes. All right. Okay. What else in north? Yeah, in northeast. We have Star 4 going there next year. Amazing. It's especially great for learning and all those things. Um, One of the good sectors, I would say. Not one of the great sectors next year, but one of the good sectors. Because Star 4, Star 8, okay combo, not great. Both individually are good, both combined, not so great. Because they are trying to overpower each other. All right. Next, let's go to the east sector. Okay. We have the current prosperity star 9 going there. So 3 bamboo in north. Yes, you can do that. That's perfect for that. All right. Current prosperity star 9. It's the current wealth star. We are in period 9. That is visiting the east sector. It's like the phoenix is rising here. But if you have not aligned, you cannot use it. So forget about that statement. That is something that I will teach in my class, why it is called that. But let's talk about the flying stars. So what does star 9 bring? It is the current wealth star, so it has the ability to dissolve any problems. Whenever you're activating the current wealth star, it has the ability to dissolve problems. It also becomes a problem solver star. The current wealth star also becomes a problem solver star. Keep that in mind. Okay, and it brings opportunities, it can bring advancements, it can bring promotions, it can bring wealth. There's a lot of good that it can bring. But the problem is I cannot really activate with any like real big activations because we have 3 killings over there and we don't want activate the 3 killings. You can put still water there, right? Still water is good, it is collecting that energy. You can go work there. I don't mind you going working there because it has a great qualities, right? Because it belongs to east, belongs to the Lushu number 3, wood, and wood provides, it's the resource element for the 9, right? It's wood is what it, when it burns, it creates fire, right? So it's a resource element for 9. So that combination is producing the current wealth star. So the combination is amazing, right? But do not activate really with any like real activations. You can place still water there and you can work from that particular sector, right? Okay, what else? You can, what else? Yeah, do not do any drilling in that sector, no renovations in that particular sector, and no real like fountains or activations. But you can use that sector pretty good, right? And east too, try to place that water in east too, because we have a prosperous auxiliary star where it helps you to prosper, especially in respects to wealth, right? Remember, east too. Okay. Uh, but, but, I will tell you how to activate the east sector also in my upcoming class because there is a beautiful setup that's happening and we want to activate it. How? I will teach you. Okay, because amazing things are happening in the east this year. Okay, and in 2026 we are having star 8 there. It is amazing, one of the best sectors for next year because we have what is this one of the best sectors are the north and the east. These two are like the best sectors next year because north you have star 1 and 6 a Hetu combo, and in east you have 3 and 8 the wood combo. Amazing, especially if you are into the teaching field, the literature, artist, something that requires growth. Okay, that sector is amazing for that. Okay, so next year do activate your east sector for sure. Okay, and the next sector that we are going into is the southeast. I think this is the last sector. We started from south, right? Yes. So southeast, and southeast this year is also amazing because we have star one there. This is our future wealth star. So it exerts its great qualities. It brings in quick wealth. It brings in victory. It brings in how do I call this? It also brings in intuition, and it is also attraction star. It brings in a lot of attraction. Basically, you'll feel very much victorious in whatever you do. And on top of that, the Lushu number of Southeast is star 4, and the number that is going this annual is star 1, which makes combo 5. Amazing, especially if you're trying to build the relationships. This is the best sector for building those relationships, right? Um, so it brings you intelligence, victory, long-term growth, relationship growth, especially if you're looking for your partner, try to activate this sector. If you're looking for dating someone, try to activate this sector and occupy this sector. But do not activate it with the real water, especially in the Southeast 3, because that belongs to the Grand Dukes. You know, snake belongs to Southeast 3, and Southeast 3 is the Grand Duke. And do not activate Southeast 1 because it also still belongs to the 3 killings, right? You can activate Southeast 2. All right. Be very clear about this. Put your Bagua map on your floor plan and check where it is falling and activate that particular sector. If you don't think you're not so sure, then skip it. Don't activate it. You can go and work there. You can use it, but don't activate it if you're not sure whether it's falling in Southeast 1, 3, or 2. All right, be very particular this year. All the sectors are kind of tricky like this. So put your Bagua map and make sure you're doing it correctly. Okay. If you are unable to do that, send us your floor plan, and we will do that for a very nominal charge. Okay. Because we can't do that free for every house. It takes up time for my team to do that. Yeah. Oh yeah, center. There's one more left. Center, we have 2 black. So 2 black visiting, basically it kind of creates small health issues for the whole family. But 2 black is not that bad this year. So if it is not disturbed or activated, it is still okay. And it helps you accumulate wealth as real estate wealth. Or if you're into healing profession, this is great. Okay. And in 2026, we have star 1 going there. Pretty amazing because we belong to period 9. Period 9 star goes into the center, and we have a star 1 going there. If I'm talking purple white, then star 9, star 1 combo 10. Right? See, every star you need to understand what is the good in that, right? And try to take the good out of every star you can, right? There is no star that is only good. There is no star that is only bad, right? For example, I use even the bad stars. If I'm working on a house where the kid is going through depression, right? So what do? I need to put the kid in a star location where the kid is out of that. He's not feeling gloomy. Star 1, even though it's a great star, it will make you feel gloomy. Especially if a person who is going through depression, if I put him in star 1, especially in the mountain star, it will make him more gloomy. It will make him more depressed. I need to pull him out of that. Right? So where do I put him? I'll put him either in the star 3, right? Where there is a lot of growth and aggression because there is a lot of fire in that, this thing, aggression, not fire literally, but aggression. Or I'll put him in star 9, right? Because star 9 is again that fire star. Or I will see what element is very much high in his particular baza, and then I try to put him where it can drain that particular energy, right? But I will not put him in where star 1 is, at the mountain star of his natal house or the annual pillar. I'll move him out. So you need to understand, just because star 1 is great, I cannot put him there, right? So understand what each star is telling. Understand what you want. what is your problem, what are you facing, or what you want to achieve in life, and activate that particular star, or move your location to that particular star. I move my location every year. Okay, my family room is in the west sector, right? For example, I'm giving you an example. And we had in 2024, we had star 5 there. So what I did, I simply moved my couch a little bit so that it fell into southwest sector, and southwest sector was amazing last year, right? So it's those small changes that you need to do, right? And understand the each star that will make you help achieve anything easier. Just don't blindly follow us when we are telling you, oh, activate this combo. We are telling that in a generalized manner. Whenever we are telling you to activate certain sector, right, it is a very generalized manner. Just because million people are activating on a particular time, right, is every one of those million people achieving the result that they want? Can any one of you tell me? Right? Only like probably like maybe 2%, 3% are achieving that result. Why? Because that activation is not for you. So understand which activation is that you need, right? So for that, you need to understand what these stars are. You need to know what each star tells you. Okay, what star is beneficial for you and what star is not beneficial for you. Okay, for a Gua number 1, he will feel claustrophobic in star 8, even though that's the wealth star. So I cannot activate for a Gua 1 person, I cannot activate star 8. It is not going to give him that benefit, right? So these are all the things that we are going to be learning in my upcoming classes, right? Uh, Before I deviate, the key takeaways for you for this year, because you need to be prepared, are: use the South for leadership, career growth, influencing others, right? Very, very supportive sector. Use the East and Southeast sectors, but make sure no activation in East. Still water you can activate or work from there. Fantastic for long-term success. You need to, like, it's like putting the seeds now. If you're thinking of starting a new business or starting a new career, this is the time from this particular sector. All right. North is for you to reach that next stage financially. Because everybody is saying, oh, star 7, star 7. No, North is the stage where you make that bank, right? And you can influence others easily. That is this power of North this year. Okay, so and for 2026, you need to keep the South very calm. Okay, but for this year and the next year, adaptability is the key. I cannot stretch how much I mean by this. If you are open, if you are willing to accept adaptability and flexibility, you are going to grow much easier and much faster. At the same time, try to stay grounded if you can. If you are a very airy element person, like if there is metal nature too much in your personality, or if you have too much of water in you, then you need to learn to stay put, stay grounded. So either do meditation or go walk in the ground, in the grass, or where you feel grounded. Basically, whatever method works for you, right? Because that is very much needed, because there's so much of up changes that are coming. So a lot of things are going to be here and there. So you will be listening to so many people being laid off, and so much drama will be going on. So it's better to be learning how to stay grounded, right? So don't worry if you follow all these things and where you need to place yourself. I've told you which Guva can benefit from what. I've tried to explain as much as I can about each of these sectors. So try to place in that sector where it is beneficial for you personally, and activate at least one sector with water for sure. Okay. Understood? Can you do a class that focuses on one gua at a time? This is what we are doing on my Feng Shui Mastery class. I'm going to take a complete beginner to a practitioner. See, in my Feng Shui Mastery class, what I'm doing is, so you can join, depends on which level you are. If you are a beginner, you have no idea what it is, join from the beginner's class, where we will be dissecting each and everything, like what each star is, what are the benefits, what each gua is, what are the benefits, or which gua you should activate, or how you can benefit from these. There are different methodologies, right? And the forms, which form is good for you, the mountain ranges, right? So which mountain range is beneficial for you? Every mountain looks good, but there is a particular mountain that works for each person, right? So you have to understand which one that is and how you need to place yourself. There are so many formulas that we are going to cover. We are going to make a complete beginner into a basic master. That is the whole goal that I want to achieve this year. And if you already know quite a bit about feng shui and or you're a practitioner, join my advanced class where we are going to talk about the unseen or unheard of formulas, and I'm going to go in depth about so many things. Especially I'm going to, because this is going to be quite a bit on a rise, autoimmune disease, cancer, and fertility issues. These three are going to be quite a bit of on rise, and I'm going to tell you not just these three, but I'm just giving you an example how you can help people come out of these issues. I've had great success, thank God, for God's guidance in this aspect, but I had great success. Recently, I was able to help a stage 4 cancer person to come out of, she was suffering from leukemia. We could help her come out of that. Um, so many pregnancy cases. I am going to teach you how you can do that too. Isn't it great where you can learn to help your family, your friends, extended family? Also, you can use this as your side gig. For me, this is my main. As many of you know, I was a lawyer by profession. But I'm not a lawyer anymore. I'm not practicing that. I am a metaphysical practitioner and I make great money just by doing this. How do I do this? Because I use so many modalities and I activate what I need to activate. And by God's grace, I've been blessed with great results in this particular field. This time, I have never given out so many of these secret formulas. I have taken like small classes. I've never taken up this big of a challenge of a class, because if you have my student, you know how in depth and how much knowledge I share in my classes. And so I wanted not to teach you just like a 4-day, 5-day class and tell you, hey, you learned it. But I want to teach from basics to a mastery where you can go and practice. And we are going to work on real case studies. And if you are somewhere close by, in the Los Angeles or vicinity area, we are going to go do the site work also. We are going to go do in a couple of places where I'm going to take you to my clients, new prospective clients' houses, and how I work with them. You will be following with me. If you cannot do that, I will try to teach you how the best I can. And we are going to go into certain temples where I will show you how the land formations is, where the meridian points is. Can you believe we have an amazing temple right here in LA, where there is an amazing meridian point and superb land formations for that temple? I'm going to take you there. So all these things, it's not going to be an easy task. That's why I have not fixed the timeline yet. It can start from 4 months to 6 months or more. I don't know, because I have to be comfortable that you understood everything. When I teach completely. I don't teach just like that. And I am teaching the 7-star robbery formation before my Feng Shui mastery class, because the activation is coming up very soon. So I'm teaching that class in April, I think end of April. The date is on my website. Basically, what is seven-star robbery formation, right? Seven-star robbery formation, it harnesses the energy from how do I call this? Heaven's energy, earth's energy, and man's energy. All these three realms, we combine them and we try to rob them in a literal sense to make good of it. It's like redirecting the auspicious chi in your favor to use or gain power. But it needs to be, it's like the manipulation of the flying star chart. It's nothing else than that. It's previously it was more about forms and the formulas coming together. So that's why only very few houses could activate this particular formation. But this year and only this year, no, I think there is one more year that will come up in period 9 where you can activate it. But this year especially is amazing because there are a lot of things happening where you can activate this and brings quick results. Um, the thing is amazing. It's manipulating these flying stars to exert that benefit, right? What is seven star? Seven star is called a robbery star also, right? It's something like that. This formation is like robbing something from the universe for you. Okay. But if it's not activated properly, it can exert bad results also. So that's why I do not give out this formation that easily. It's very important that you activate it properly. That's why all my students will be getting their floor plans and will be working on each and every one of your house on how to activate this formation. I'll not get into everything. Okay. If you keep asking me, should I do this? Should I do that? No, we are talking about the seven-star robbery formation, and each of every house, we will work on your floor plan, each and every one of yours. And I will tell you, because there are three different formations that you can activate to activate this. So I will tell you which one will work for you and which one you're going to activate. So it's like a personal one-on-one consultation also included in this. So if you are not able to come to my master class, but it is a once in a lifetime, I don't know when I will have the energy or the time for me to do that lengthy class again. But I'm doing this because this year is great transformation, and with the upcoming Crimson Horse and Goat Tribulation, I thought that this year I need to make my students be prepared for whatever it is coming and go to that next level. So I'm doing this class this year. And this seven-star robbery formula, I'm doing it in advance so that you all can get this thing. Now coming to activations. Uh, Yes, a lot of fertility issues now. Thank you, Tanya. Very good information. Yeah, Melanie, so many fertility issues, and you'll get so many of these autoimmune disease issues. And autoimmune is going to be crazy, almost like more than 50% of the cases you will be getting will be autoimmune cases. It's affecting kids also quite a bit, especially women, younger girls. It was previously it was POS. Previously, girls were affected with PCOS, I think that's called. Now it is more of autoimmune, and especially Crohn's is on quite a bit of rise in the period 9. What's the date? Susie, I think you are already enrolled in my Feng Shui Mastery class, right? The seven-star robbery class is included for you. It's in April, Susie, if I'm end of April, I think 28th, 29th. I don't remember that properly. Yeah. Yeah, Z, the case nowadays, this autoimmune has become quite a bit of rise, and even cancers, we will see a lot of, especially you will see a lot of leukemia will be on a rise in cancer because it's related to blood, and in the period 9, there's a lot of issues with that. Yeah. What was I? Oh, yes, activation. I deviate myself, I forget. Okay. The activations on March 21st, you can activate. So this is, I have combined this activation. It's more like a three harmony combo with a dragon virtue combo, so many things. So I've given two activations. One is for the dragon virtue with the three harmony, and one is with the sun nobleman and the three harmony. Okay, so on March 21st, you can activate the north sector. So you start from the north and then you activate all these with water. Okay, so you start the activation in the north with the active water, uh, put a fountain and start it running, and then go to southeast. Okay, then turn on the fountain there, but only southeast 2, remember, not southeast 1, not southeast 3, southeast 2. Then from there go to west, and activate at from 5 to 7 a.m. in the morning. Okay, this activation should be avoided by goat animal sign and rooster animal sign, because we are doing the three harmony, so there are two animals that are involved in this. So it's the goat animal sign and the rooster animal sign should avoid this. So activate the north sector first, then go to the southeast, then go to the west sector and activate from 5 to 7 a.m. on March 21st.
So are you saying put active water in each sector, first the
Yes,
north,
yes,
south?
for 2 weeks.
So each sector has active water.
Each sector has active water for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then the next activation is on April 10th. For this, it's also three harmony combo, but you're activating two sectors. And the third sector, you're going to physically be there. So you're going to south sector. You're going to start from the south sector. You're going to light a candle there. And from south, you're going to the northwest sector. You're lighting a candle there. And from there, you're going to the northeast sector. You cannot activate with the real activation. So you are going to be there. So how you're going to do this? On March 10th from 9 to 11 a.m. This is the activation. So you go to the south sector, burn your candle, and from there go to the northwest, burn your candle, go to the northeast and work on whatever activation you want to do. Like for example, you are doing this, for example, take me. Okay, I want to advertise more of my class, right? So I go to south, burn my candle. I go to northwest, burn my candle. I go to northeast, then I call up my students or I message my students or I post an ad somewhere so that everybody can notice. So I'm activating all these three sectors. Northeast, I cannot do physical activation, only this, right? So Northeast, no matter what, who says, whatever it is, do not activate with the real activation. Please, right? You can do the man part by going there and using this three harmony combo, but do not activate with the real activation in the Northeast. You can activate with the fire in the Northeast only if there is a great sun formula that particular day and it is present there, you can activate it, otherwise don't. I have given one activation in the East sector where you could light a candle for 6 hours, but that day there was a great sun formation happening in the East sector, so you could activate it, but only for 6 hours, right? No matter what anyone says, ask question. How come this sector? Because Northeast, no real activations. East, no real activations, which is active. Why do I always look that? Because my screen is there, my face is there, I'm looking there, sorry. Okay. So by doing this, you are activating the south sector, you're activating the sun nobleman, the peach blossom, and you're activating the formation of 6 and 4. I think Z asked when can I activate it back again in April, right? Because turning off the fire in March. So you can activate it on April 10th in the south. You can have it for a long term by doing the salt lamp. But if you are doing the salt lamp, Put the salt lamp and the candle and let the candle burn for 6 hours and then leave the salt lamp continue. Same for the northwest. Yeah. And this combination is especially beneficial for horse, dog, and to some extent goat also. 6 hours, Susie. It's 9 to 11 your time zone. So if you have any questions, anything more, you can ask me. Or try to join my these classes because this is once in a time that and especially 7-star robbery, I cannot stress enough how important that is this year. And even Feng Shui Mastery class, this is going to be a very in-depth class. So try to join that particular class also. And there is a promotion going on this month because this is the month of my birthday. So I have reduced the prices for everything. Even my consultations, I'm giving a huge discount this month. So the prices are quite reduced on both the classes. And if you're my students, you will get an additional 20% off of what has already been advertised. If there are no more questions, if there are any questions, you can always message me. Yeah, Melanie, go sleep now. It's way too late for you. Yeah, thank you, thank you. So see you all maybe next class, and when you guys join my upcoming class, see you there. Uh, love you, bless you. See you again soon. Bye bye. Is there a replay? Please, because I logged in late due to some love from Belgium. I'll try to do the replay as soon as I can. Thank you. Bye.